88 Energy just released good results, but the stock has dipped. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I've been covering this stock for several months now, with my last video being back in July, so an update has been well overdue. And if you're new to 88 Energy, this is traded on the UK and Australian stock exchanges under 88E and on the OTC under Eeenf. So today we'll be looking at the recent results from the Merlin 1 well, and why the stock has once again tanked even though the results were as good as could be expected. We will look at the most recent financials that were just released this month. I will discuss some points from my previous video that may have come across as misleading. That was not my intention. And we will look at the technical charts and I'll give you my conclusion on 88 Energy. Before we get into the video, it takes a lot of time to do this research and bring you these videos. So if you find any value in this video, can I ask you to smash that like button? And if you're new, hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you don't miss out on any new content like this. 88 Energy videos on this channel have over 1500 likes so far. That shows me that you want to see more videos on this company. I'm aiming to get another 300 likes on this video. Help me make it happen. What do you think of 88 Energy? Have you invested and what price target do you have? I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Now I'll give a quick overview of 88 Energy and their potential before moving on to recent events. 88 Energy is an exploration and production company engaged in the exploration of oil and gas at the Alaska North Slope region. The North Slope region of Alaska is home to some of the largest oil and gas fields in the world. The company's goal is to build a successful exploration and production company that delivers material benefits to its shareholders and contributes to the development of the regions in which it works. It aims to achieve this by targeting overlooked or emerging play types to capitalize on opportunities prior to larger industry players moving in. The opportunities the company seeks are based on robust technical evaluation together with informed socio-political decisions and cultural sensitivity in business relationships. 88 operates two main projects, a 200-acre operation at the site of Project Peregrine and a 195-acre project at the site of Project Peregrine. As we can see here, we can see that both Project Peregrine and Peregrine are located in the same region as Cuparuck and Prudhoe Bay, which is the largest oil field in the USA. Prudhoe Bay was discovered in 1968 and has produced over 15 billion barrels of oil to date. 88 began working on Project Peregrine in 2015 and significantly increased acreage up to 200,000 acres. We see here that Project Peregrine is in green because it relates to when 88 acquired XCD Energy in 2020. The merger was set to create a diversified portfolio of three key project areas in Alaska and become a company with significant increased scale and demonstrated operational capability that is focused on the world-class oil potential of the North Slope of Alaska. On Monday evening, 88 Energy announced results from the Merlin 1 post-well evaluation, which successfully demonstrates presence of oil in the N20 and N18 targets, plus a new N19 target was penetrated. Geochemical analysis determined oil with an estimated API gravity between the mid-30s to low 40 API, or light oil. This is very good because light crude oil receives a higher price than heavy crude oil on commodity markets because it produces a higher percentage of gas and diesel fuel when converted into products by an oil refinery. Given the updip location of the Merlin 1 well with respect to the N20, 19 and 18 reservoirs, hydrocarbon shows and sand quality at this location was consistent with pre-drill expectations. 88 Energy has identified appraisal drilling locations to the east of Merlin 1 well, closer to the shelf break, where enhanced reservoir thickness and quality are expected. ERCE, an independent oil and gas reservoir evaluation consultancy firm, have conducted an updated assessment of the Project Peregrine prospective resources post the Merlin 1 well results. And we can see here that this independent assessment estimates the mean prospective total to be at 1.6 billion barrels. So these results are very good. This is exactly what investors in this stock wanted to hear. Good results confirming presence of oil. Ashley Gilbert, 88's managing director, said in a company statement, "We are thrilled with the results from the Merlin 1 exploration well. This is the best well we've drilled on the North Slope to date, with light oil detected across 3 separate horizons. Whilst we have more work to do, the Merlin 1 well has confirmed an active petroleum system in the Peregrine acreage. Results of this significance, together with the magnitude of the opportunity, merit a pace of evaluation that facilitates further drilling and seismic upcoming winter seasons." So if these results are very good, then why did 88 Energy shares tank on this news? Well, first let's look at the price action. Shares in Eeenf went up from around 3 cents on Thursday up to over 4 cents on Monday. That alone is a 30% gain in just 2 days. Then there's a lot of investors who have been here and extremely hurt by this stock since it took a huge drop in April. Over the past few months, they would have averaged down and seen this as an opportunity to get out of 88 Energy. Then as recently as June, 88 Energy share price was as low as 0.15. So there are those that would have got in at this point with the intention of selling the news, and they would have been up over 150% on Monday. As I know from YouTube, Twitter and StockTwits, there's a lot of very short-term traders buying and selling Eeenf stock. But also, as part of the results announcement, the company is advancing planning for the appraisal well following the Merlin 1 well, which is scheduled for the Alaskan winter drilling window of Q1 2022. So anyone who's looking for short-term gains is going to sell if they think they're going to have to wait at least 5 or 6 months. Another piece of information from this press release regarding the independent assessment is the chance of success. As we've already said, there's an estimate of 1.6 billion barrels of oil in total, but each prospect has a varying chance of success. Although Merlin 2 has a chance of success of 56% and accounts for over 600 million of the estimate, the other prospects account for over 900 million, and the chance of success here is assessed at between 17 and 24%. Now, before anyone says that I'm trying to bash or pump this stock, I'm not. These are the results of the independent assessment by ERCE, and anyone can go look at this on the 88 Energy website. But remember that these assessments are estimates and actual results can vary. The last reason, in my opinion, for the huge sell-off of Eeenf stock is the oil prices have plummeted in the past 2 weeks, as we can see here. In fact, this week just gone has seen the biggest decline in oil prices in 9 months. So let's move on to the half-year results that 88 Energy issued just this month. Remember, if you want free money, consider opening a Webull trading account using my referral link. Deposit just $5 and get 2 free shares worth up to $2,000. It's basically free money if you don't already have an account. Now, this report goes through a lot of the performance objectives and highlights over the past 6 months that I've spoken about in previous videos, so I'm going to skip here and get straight into the financials. Looking at the balance sheet, we can see that 88 Energy have total assets of 117 million and total liabilities of 22 million. Of this, we have non-current assets of 94 million, primarily made up of exploration and evaluation, and current assets consisting of 7 million of the receivables and 14 million of cash. The liabilities is primarily made up of trade and other payables of 22 million, with the company having 0 long-term debts. Overall, I would say that this is a very strong balance sheet, where assets far outweigh liabilities. Looking at the income statement, we can see that the company has income of 4.3 million, a net profit of 400,000, giving a total comprehensive profit for the period of 2.5 million. Now, the income statement is largely irrelevant because there's no income of note. That 4.3 million, as we can see in note 3A, has come from the sale of tax credits that we spoke about in the previous video, with the other comprehensive income coming from the exchange differences on translation of foreign operations of $2 million. It's worth noting that despite being listed on the OTC, 88 Energy is audited by the very reputable BDO. If you watched my last video, you may remember that I read an article about the share structure at 88 Energy, and that had an estimated valuation for the company somewhere between 60 cents per share and $6. Just to be clear, this is an article that I read that was using very simple math, or as the article said, back of the napkin math, to come up with their valuation. This does not take into account many factors including fluctuations in oil price or all the costs associated. I was not trying to mislead anyone, just as I don't think the author of this article is intentionally trying to mislead anyone either. We must be realistic. This is a junior oil company that has no operational revenue to date as of yet. Does 88 Energy have potential? Yes. It is that potential that we are investing in, but it is a risk. Look at the share structure that's listed on the 88 website as of May 2021. There is 12.5 billion shares issued. If we were to use the price of $6 per share, that would give 88 Energy a market cap of $75 billion. That would put 88 Energy onto this list of most valuable oil companies in the world, at a very high position. I'll put a link to this list of oil companies in the description for anyone who wants to take a look at this, and you can try to decide a fair valuation for 88 Energy's shares. Now, moving on to the charts. So we spoke about much of this earlier, so I'll try not to repeat myself. But as we can see here, there's a huge spike up at the end of March, and that was followed with a big drop at the beginning of April. From that point onwards until July, the stock had been moving in this sideways channel between 1.5 and 2.3 cents, regularly hitting these lines of support and resistance as indicated here with the yellow and green arrows. Interestingly, at this point at the beginning of July, we broke above this line of resistance, hitting highs of over 3.5 cents. It is at this point that this then becomes our new line of support, and this has been tested several times over the past 6 weeks. At the moment, the current price is 0.0254. This is right on the line of support, and following on from the huge drop this week, I would expect the share price to rise a bit next week, although I do expect some volatility over the next few weeks. This could provide a very good buying opportunity for anyone looking to invest into this company for the medium to long term, or to swing trade on the volatility in the market. But I do not expect to see huge short-term gains coming from this stock due to the fact that we need to wait until Q1 2022 for the new drilling season. So guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Before I give you my final thoughts, if you've watched all the way through, then hit that like button. It really helps the channel out a lot. And if you don't have a Webull account, you can sign up using my referral link, and for a limited time you will get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,000 when you deposit only $5. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button and bell notification, follow me on Twitter and join the Facebook group. All links in the description. So what do I think? This has been a crazy year for shareholders at 88 Energy. There are those who got in very early, and when this hit 8 cents in April, they were out with huge profits. For those who bought in on that big run up, it has been many months of averaging down and disappointment every time this has looked to take off. There's a lot to like about this company, and it seems like it's just a waiting game for test results and drilling seasons. All the results so far indicate that they've got something, that this is not a hope and a prayer investment, but many people are throwing around huge price targets that a lot of the time are very unrealistic. Remember that there are over 12 billion shares here. Despite this, at the moment, the share price is only 2.5 cents. So there is lots of scope for upside with not much downside at the moment. Let's remember that 88 Energy are in a very strong position that not many junior oil companies have the luxury of. So in case that you think that I'm bashing this stock, let's remember, they have better financials than most junior oil companies. They have got very good cash reserves and have absolutely zero debt, which is amazing. They are not starting out and looking for oil, they've already done that. And they have the test results that indicate that they have found oil and it's just a matter of time. I do not think the share price will drop much below its current price, and this could be a great opportunity to get into this stock right now for the medium to long term investment. As always guys, this is just my opinion, and if anyone is thinking about buying this stock, I encourage you to do your own research. If there's something that I have not mentioned, leave a comment down below and I'll look into it. This is not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. Thanks for watching the video. What are your thoughts on the future of 88 Energy? And what price action do you expect in the coming weeks? Leave a comment down below and I'll catch you in the next one.